Hey guys, I'm back with a new video. In this video, we will learn about the comprehension and slicing in Python. Now this is a very interesting topic that I would like to cover in this video. So what do you mean by comprehension here? Now comprehension is that it provides us a short and elegant way to compose new iterables like lists, sets, dictionaries using the iterables that we have already defined, for example. So we have a couple of comprehensions that we can apply on iterables. So for each iterable, we can have a comprehension. Like for list, we have list comprehension. For sets, we have the set comprehension. For dictionary, we have the dictionary comprehension. Now generally, to create a new list from an existing list, we can use the list comprehension. We can also specify a check based on which we would like to select elements from the existing list and append them to our new list. So enough of talking, let us first see the syntax of one such comprehension, namely the list comprehension. So let us understand this with the help of an example. Suppose I have a list of numbers 0 to 9 which I can generate using the range function. What I want to do is I want to first find out all the even numbers from that list that we generated using the range function and double each such number which is even and put that to a new list. Now we can do this using list comprehension. Here is how you can achieve this. So we want to get all those numbers which are even and then double them. So even double numbers, I will use this name. And then to define a list comprehension, first use this square brace notation of a list. Then here I will define a function double, even, and what we will do is we will use the for loop within the square braces and for each number in range. So we are generating all the numbers from 0 to 9 and each time we will pass a number that we get from the current iteration to this function double even, and what it will do is it will take on the number and will return us the double of that. And to check whether it's an even number or not, we can use the if condition, and if number modulo 2 is 0, then it's an even number. So from all the numbers from 0 to 9, you will grab the even numbers and you will supply each such number to this function, and if it is a even number, you will double it and you will store them in this list. So now let us define this simple function double even, which expects a number, and you can just say return number times 2, and let us print this variable to the terminal and run the file. So print even doubled numbers, and let us navigate to the correct folder and say python comprehension slicing.py, and you can see we are getting 0, 4, 8, 12 and 16. So first we got all the even numbers which are 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then we doubled these numbers. So for 0 we got 0, for 2 we got 4, for 4 we got 8, for 6 we got 12, and for 8 we got 16. So this was the expected output. Now let us see one more example, and this time let us understand about comprehension concept in case of a dictionary. Now suppose you are given a list of countries and their capitals in form of two lists, and each country and its corresponding capital be sitting at the same index in both the lists. I want to create a dictionary of the form where each key value pair represents a country capital pair. So let us first define these two lists. So I can say countries, United States, United Kingdom, Ireland, India, Japan, and then capitals. So corresponding to each country, let us define their capitals. So Washington, DC, London. For Ireland, it is Dublin, New Delhi, and Tokyo. Now let us define a dictionary, and I will name it as countries with capitals. So countries with capitals, set that to an empty curly braces like this. Now there is a special function called as the zip function that will basically combine these two lists. So we can say print zip countries and capitals, and let us run the file to see what we get. Let us transform this to a list because currently we are getting a zip object. to see what it holds. So you can see we are getting a list of tuples, and each such tuple represents a country and its capital. So United States, Washington DC. So what we now want to do is we need to grab each such tuple and form a key value pair out of this. So for the current one, which is United States and Washington DC, I want United States and then colon its capital, like this, United States and then its capital. And we need to store each such tuple in a dictionary. So let me comment this out. So now let us use this zip function in tandem with a for loop. So as we know that the zip function that takes on the list of countries and capitals will return us a list of tuples, so we can grab the country and capital from each such tuple that we get, and then for each such country and capital that we get in the current iteration, on the countries with capitals dictionary, I can set a key of the current country that we are on and set a capital for it, which is the current capital. And once the entire for loop is done, we'll get a complete dictionary representing a key value pair, where the key represents the name of the country and the value represents the capital of the country. So let us print the dictionary in the terminal and run the file. So print countries with capitals, and let's go back here. So you can see we are getting a dictionary of key value pairs, which was the expected output. So we are getting the capital of the country corresponding to each country as a key value pair of our resultant dictionary. Now we know how to make use of this concept. Let's move on to a very important concept, and that is slicing in Python. Now the concept of slicing is generally used in case of lists and strings. So what we want here is that we want a slice of one array, as the name of the method can probably tell you. Slice meaning a section of the array where we make a cut at some start index and a cut at some end index, and of course the end index is optional, which you can omit. So the syntax of slicing looks something like this. So it expects a start index, an end index, and then again a colon, a step size, which is optional as well. So we start from the start index and go till the end index in some step size if required. You can omit the step size if not required. So let us define a list of countries. So I will overwrite the variable that we had defined above with this one, United Kingdom, India, United States of America, Ireland. So suppose I want all the countries starting from India to United States of America. I can say print countries starting from the index 1 at which India is sitting and go till index 3 where Ireland is sitting at, but Ireland will not be included because the end index is exclusive. So we can say start index as 1 and end index as 3, which is exclusive. So now if I run the file, you can see we are getting India and United States. Now what if I want all the countries sitting at the even indices like 0 and 2? So for that I can make use of the step size argument, which is optional, but here we require it so we can use it. So we want United Kingdom and United States, which are sitting at 0 and 2 indices respectively. So for that I can say print countries. So start from the index 2, end index will be 3 because this is exclusive. So we'll go till Ireland, but we'll not include it with a step size of 2. So we want United Kingdom and United States as elements of our sliced list. So let us run the file. So you can see first we got United Kingdom and then we skipped India from the result so as to directly jump from index 0 to index 2 because we are using a step size of 2. So this was the expected output. Now what if I want all the countries starting from India till the end index? So we can make use of the slicing concept here. We'll first specify the start index and omit the end index, which means to go till the end without stopping at any point. So to get the desired output, I can say print countries start from India, which is sitting at index 1, and go till the end. So we'll omit the end index, and now if I run the file, you can see we are getting India, then USA, and then Ireland. Now let me show you a simple way of reversing the list of countries. Just a simple slice operation can do this. So I can say reversing the list of countries. So print countries and then omit the start index, omit the end index, and just specify a step size of -1, which denotes that we are starting from the end and moving towards the start. So here we will omit the start index and the end index and just say a step size of -1. And if I now run the file, you can see first we are getting Ireland, which was the last element. Then we got United States of America because we are going in the reverse order. Then we got India, and then we got United Kingdom. And we can use the concept of slicing to strings as well in a similar fashion. So this was all about the video on comprehension and slicing in Python, where we covered what comprehension is and how we have the comprehension concept applicable over our iteratables. And finally, we learned about the concept of slicing, which is applicable for both the lists and the strings. So if you liked the video, do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends and colleagues. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to get the notification for all my upcoming uploads, and I will see you guys in the very next one.